Hey y'all, so here I am today, chilling with some coffee, sitting down to bring you a new series on my channel. Since I'm not doing TBRs anymore except for my book stack challenge, I wanted to do something to keep you updated on what I was currently reading, and I didn't necessarily want to go back to doing my weekly reads every week just because I got really tired with doing that over the summer when I did it. And so I came up with this new series, which is going to be kind of a replacement for weekly reads. And I'm just going to be talking about not just the books that I've been reading lately or the books that I plan to read in the next couple weeks, but just like any media that I am currently consuming, whether that be TV shows, movies, podcasts, anything that I am watching, listening to, reading, even stuff that I'm doing like working on my blog. I'm just gonna sit down maybe once a week, maybe once every couple weeks, and just talk to you about it. And I decided to call it Media of the Moment. I figured I'd just mention it since I am drinking coffee. This is one of my new mugs. It is a musical notation mug. Ooh, the lighting's bad for this. Anyway, it's a musical notation mug. I got it when I was in London, and it's got all these cool like music symbols on it, and it really makes me laugh because this clef right here is just labeled clef. It's not distinguished, not like C clef, which is what it is. And then on the back, it's noted as alto clef, which is technically not correct since it's given no context within a staff, but I like that they used alto clef because that's the clef that I read in. Um, so yeah, a little random diversion, but yeah, I wanted to talk about this mug because I love it, and I'm drinking, I have McCafe regular coffee is what I drink, and I added in some peppermint mocha creamer because that's my favorite. Anyway, so now that that random stuff is out of the way, let's just jump into what I've been watching and listening to and reading lately. I am filming this on the Saturday before this goes up, so this is going to be all the stuff that I've been watching, listening to, reading since the end of Rainbowthon last week, so like Saturday to Saturday, this is what I've been consuming. So let's jump into books first because why not? That's what my channel is. The first thing that I read this week, although I didn't read the full thing this week, I finished my reread of The Bone Season. I started rereading this last year, like in March, because I wanted to jump into the Bone Season, and then I just kept not being in the mood for it and not being in the mood for it, and I got halfway through my reread and just set it down. Even though I love the book, I still gave it 10 out of 10 stars. I just was not in the mood for it for a good chunk of last year. And then inspiration struck after the Rainbowthon because I read The Chimes earlier this month, and that really gave me similar vibes to this. So I jumped back into this and I finished my reread, and I almost loved it even more than the first time. I am so in love with this book. Like, I am obsessed with this book. And then once I finished my reread, I did, for real this time, jump into the mime order like I've been saying I was going to do for a year. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm currently, Goodreads said like 54/56% of the way through. I'm on page 286, which is chapter 17. So far, I'm really enjoying it. So far, I don't love it quite as much as I love The Bone Season, but The Bone Season did have a really exciting, crazy ending that solidified it as like an amazing, amazing book. So I'm kind of hoping that happens with this one, but so far it's hovering around a high 4-star rating just because I've fallen so in love with these characters and this world, and I just really hope that the rest of this book impresses me as much as the previous book and a half have so far. And I'm still not going to be setting any sort of TBR because like I said, that recently just hasn't been working for me. But the next two things that I do want to get to, I like really want to get to. So the next two things I'll probably be reading are Death Note Black Editions 2 and 3. I got these basically right after I read the first one because even though I'm on a book buying restriction, I had read enough books to be able to purchase 2 more books. So I did that because I really want to continue the series, and once I finish my reread of The Bone Season, not The Bone Season, once I finish my read through of the Mime Order, I intend to jump into these. This may change, I'm not going to hold myself to this, but I've been really wanting to read these in the week and a half since reading Death Note, so I'm pretty sure I'll be really wanting to jump into these. So now jumping into TV shows, it's pretty standard for me right now. I finished rewatching RuPaul's Drag Race season 7. I have been rewatching a lot of the seasons with my friend who had never seen the show. We got him obsessed with Adore Delano in season 6, and then we just kind of convinced him to continue watching the show with us. So we watched 6, 5, and 4, and then went back and got 7. But this week we were just finishing up a watch of 7. So that was really great. I forgot how much I loved season 7, because the first time I watched it, it took me a while to warm up to the queens on the show. And now that I've rewatched it, like knowing about the queens and having favorites, it made me enjoy it a lot more than the first time, and it has definitely risen higher in my favorite seasons. But yeah, season 6 is still my favorite of Drag Race, but the rewatch of season 7 was really fun this week. And then last season, I finished watching Hell's Kitchen season 5. I've been watching these seasons in a really convoluted way. I watched last year seasons 1 through 4, except for like the last 3 episodes of season 4, which is weird and random. But then I kind of stopped watching, and I picked back up randomly in season 10, and I watched season 10, and then I started season 5 and I gave up, and I started season 6 and I gave up, and I started season 7 and I gave up. And then lately I've just been going back and like finishing up the seasons that I started and didn't finish. I think the reason that I started seasons and then gave up on them was I really like watching the beginning of the seasons when everyone is messing up and crazy, and then I get bored in the middle, so I constantly restart like new seasons. But I did a month ago go back and finish season 7, and then last weekend I finished season 5, and now I am currently watching through season 6. I think I am 6 or 7 episodes in. I do already know who wins this season, and they are my favorite person on the show, fortunately. But yeah, it's a really interesting season. There are some people that I really don't like and that I think have stayed too long. But yeah, if you watch Hell's Kitchen, let me know. Like I said, I have seen all of seasons 1 through 5 and season 7, and I've seen all of season 10. And I don't know if y'all noticed this or like if y'all watch Hell's Kitchen and saw this on Hulu, but Hulu accidentally, after the day after the premiere of season 15, when they posted episode 1 of season 15 on Hulu, they accidentally posted season 16's premiere, like labeling it as season 15. So I watched that episode when it was still on Hulu, and I thought it was season 15's premiere. And then when I went back the next week to watch the second episode of season 15, I didn't recognize any of the people, and I was so confused. And then I looked online and I figured out that it was this weird mistake that they made, and they posted season 16's first episode. So I haven't seen any of season 15, which is the current season, but I've seen an episode of next season, which is crazy and really hilarious. Oh, and also, Project Runway All-Stars premiered, not this week, but last week, and I didn't catch the premiere. I didn't even know that it was premiere night, but I did watch the newest episode when it was on, and I love Project Runway. I haven't been as good at keeping up with the All-Stars seasons, which I don't know why, because typically there are a lot of people I like on there. But this season, I'm not super invested. Like, there are a couple people that I think are really good, and I'm really excited that they're on All-Stars. But overall, I feel like they picked a really random cast of people, not all of which really deserve to be counted as All-Stars. And I mean nothing against these people and their design abilities, but I feel like to be an all-star on Project Runway, you have to be both a good designer, or maybe not even a good designer, but a memorable personality. Like, when I watch All-Stars, I want to see those people that I really, like, remember from the show and really connected with. Like, this season, they have freaking Daniel Franco from seasons 1 and 2. Like, that is who I want to see on my Project Runway All-Stars. He's a mess. But, like, that's who I want to see. I want to see the people that I care about, not some random designers from the past couple seasons that really didn't make much of an impact. But I do think it's really cool that they're including people from Under the Gun, because I didn't watch the whole show. I watched a few episodes, and I really liked Sam, and I am glad that Sam is on the show, so that's really cool. But as for the main cast of people, I think that my favorite is probably Valerie. I'm friends with her on Facebook, because I added a lot of people on Facebook when they were on their initial seasons. But yeah, I'm friends with Valerie on Facebook. I think Valerie is awesome. She's probably the one that I'm rooting for this season. But to be completely honest, I also don't remember the entire cast right now because like I said, I've only seen one episode. I took one look at the cast and was like, meh. And I didn't even remember that the new season was starting. So like, I'm clearly really invested in this. So now on to podcasts. I've only recently started getting into podcasts in the last couple months. A lot of the ones that I listen to are actually ones that Well Done Books, Max from Well Done Books, recommended in his video on podcasts a month or two ago. And that was when I was just first starting to get into podcasts. So I listened to a bunch of them. Some of them I didn't listen to past an episode, but there were some that really stuck with me. So I'm caught up on all the podcasts that I currently listen to, which is very frustrating for me. But this week, episodes of two of my favorite podcasts came out, and that was Tanis and The Black Tapes, and I listened to both of those. I honestly thought that both episodes were kind of meh this week, but I mean, not every episode is going to be stellar. But yeah, those are two of my favorite podcasts. The other one that's my other favorite is Limetown, but that is currently at a break between seasons right now, so there are no new episodes coming out. But both Tanis and The Black Tapes are made by Pacific Northwest Stories, and I love both of those podcasts, so I'm kind of hoping that they come out with more, because these two podcasts only come out every 2 weeks, and that means I have 2 new episodes of each a month, and it's just... I love them and I want more. But yeah, I listened to new episodes of both of those this week. And I know that 2 episodes of Serial came out this week, but I have not been keeping up this season. Like, I don't hate this season. Like, I don't dislike it. I just don't like it as much as I liked last season. And I find it harder to be in the mood to listen to it. So I listen to it in spurts. Like, when I'm in the mood for it, I'll listen to a few episodes, and then I'll put it down for a few weeks and I'll, listen to something else. But it's been okay so far. I think I'm 4 or 5 episodes in, and I think there are 8 out. So I am behind, but I will catch up eventually, and if I don't feel bad about it. Oh, music I've been listening to. So I have not been listening to much new stuff over the past week. Most of the stuff I've been listening to is actually for a blog post, because I'm really behind on my favorites at the end of 2015 thing that I was doing, which was called A Few of My Favorite Things 2015. I'll link the main page down in the description. But I am currently working on the post for my favorite songs 2015. And so I've mostly been listening to a playlist of my favorite songs from 2015. So that's kind of what I've been listening to. It's a little bit of Pentatonix, some Marianas Trench, George Ezra, Andy Grammer, 21 Pilots, obviously, Parachute, Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. So it's a mix of everything that I really love that came out in 2015. So yeah, that's the music I've been listening to lately. And I guess while we're on the topic, I'll go ahead and tell you about what I've been working on my blog lately. I haven't been doing a great job of actually working on it, but I did finally finalize the list of songs for the top 15 songs of 2015. So I will be getting that post up soon. If it gets up before this video, I'll link it down in the description. But then the last thing I have to do for my few favorite things of 2015 is the full ranking of all the books that I read in 2015. That definitely won't be up before this video, but I have made significant headway in it. I've been working on it off and on over the past month. It should have been up way before this, but yeah, it hasn't. So I'm hoping maybe by the end of the week, if I have enough time, but yeah. Maybe that'll get done by the end of the week, but probably not. I want to move on to other things, but it just takes so long to do these lists, and I don't have that much time other than doing my vlogs and reading. This isn't really stuff that I've been watching or reading, but it's stuff that I've been doing. I have been filming a bookshelf tour. I have filmed all of these 2 shelves, and I just need to film my little shelf. And I'm planning for the video to be up on Friday. So if you're interested in a bookshelf tour, stay tuned because that will be in the next few days. this video has kind of just turned into an update on my life. What else have I been doing lately? Oh, maybe I should talk about some video ideas I have for the next couple weeks, see if anyone's excited about any of them in particular. I haven't come up with an actual, like, official list of things that I'm doing, kind of do it spur of the moment. I've been wanting to do an on my shelf tag, but I also know that that is very bookshelf related, and since I'm doing a bookshelf tour, I don't know if I want to do the on my shelf tag like now or if I want to wait a little bit. I also have been wanting to do a video ranking the Harry Potter books because I have one of those, but it is the first video on my channel or the second video on my channel, and it is bad. Like, it is bad. It's so bad. Like, that's the only descriptor I can use to explain my opinions on this, because, like, I still agree with the opinions that I have on the books. It's just I don't know how to say things in a concise way, and I didn't know how to really edit very well, and so it's bad. Also, the video that I keep meaning to get up and I keep putting off is my England vlog. I did vlog some in England. I mostly took pictures, but I've been meaning to do a video where I have the videos that I shot and I have pictures, and I just haven't done it yet. I don't know why. I really enjoyed my experience in England. I just haven't made the video yet. I don't know why. So yeah, those are the ones that are floating around in my head right now. There are other ones that I want to do, but I think they're going to take a little bit more time before I can effectively do them. I've been meaning to do a list of my favorite series, and by that I mean I've been planning to do it ever since August. And I wanted to catch up on series that I really enjoyed the first book of, and I haven't gotten to the second book, like The Bone Season and like The Diviners, and that's why I keep putting it off, is because I know once I read the second book of those series, it's going to be on the list, and I told myself I can't include a series unless I've read more than one book, but then I keep putting off the second book, so I keep putting off the video, and it's a mess. But my order is being read right now, so I don't know. Maybe a Lair of Dreams soon, and then I'll make the video. Oh, and I've been wanting to do a video on my top 15 favorite TV shows. That might be a thing soon. And one that I've really been wanting to do that I might actually do, I don't know why I forgot about it, but a video on like TV shows that I really love that are really random and obscure, because I realized that I have this relatively long list of reality TV shows, like reality competitions that I really love, that are very random and obscure that very few people have probably heard of. And I kind of just want to do a video talking about those because, like I said, a lot of these are some shows that I've seen all the way through or that I just really, really enjoy. And they're shows that not a lot of people know about. And like, they're just really random ones that I stumbled across in various different ways. Some of them have only one season, some of them made it to like 5 seasons, but all of them are just kind of obscure. So I want to do a video talking about those. That actually, now that I'm talking about it, might be something that happens soon. So I'm going to wrap this up because I meant for it to be a short video, but I'm pretty sure it's getting into crazy length territory, just based on how much I've been talking. So, like I said, I already told you the books I'm planning on reading. I'm going to be continuing Hell's Kitchen Season 6. If I finish it, I'm going to continue on to Season 8. I'm going to hopefully be rewatching Drag Race Season 3 now that I've made it through 4 through 7, but it's not on Hulu and I'd have to buy it on Amazon. So I'm not sure I'm going to do that, but that's what I hope to watch. Part of me also has been in a Big Brother mood lately, but I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole right now because that is a dangerous, dangerous place, my friend. Because over the summer, I watched 200 episodes of Big Brother, and that was in like a month, not even the whole summer. That was like a month of the summer. And I also listened to podcasts about those episodes. Like, not every single episode, but probably like at least a quarter of them, maybe half. So like, it's insane. Oh, and I have a concert this week. This week is going to be really busy now that I think about it because I have a concert on Monday. I have something due on Tuesday that's kind of big. I have to conduct the wind ensemble at my school. on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I have a pseudo midterm. So this week's gonna be a little busy. Actually, it's not even busy, it's just stressful. Like, none of these things are things that I have to prepare like crazy for now, but they're all stressful things that I don't want to do. Anyway, so that is it for this first media of the moment video, which turned into Kristen updates her life by the end. But, you know, I kind of don't mind that. I kind of like talking about it. I don't know. I'm still gonna call it media of the moment because that's the main theme of this video. But I'll probably work in some random life updates in these. Let me know your opinions on any of the things I've talked about today, all the 20 billion things that I've been talking about. As always, I will leave links down in the description to my blog, Twitter, and Goodreads. Please add me as a friend on Goodreads. I would love to be friends with all of you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!